Hey again, so I debated for a while on whether or not to do a sketchbook tour of this sketchbook. It's super old. I didn't really put fixative on some of the pencil, and this one rubbed pretty bad. So let's just get started. It's pretty big. So let's see, when did I get this? Okay, this is May 7th, 2016. Many a year ago. See that? This is stuck on here. This is just eraser stuff, I think. So old. Mostly doing faces. Because the way that I drew bodies was even more stiff than now. This is just pencil and ink wash, which I really like on this paper. It's nice. This was added later. Jerry. More pencil and ink wash. These ones are added in later. I just did them in the colored inks that I have. More faces. That one was definitely added in later. These two brothers. That ear's so off. It's fine. I did some pine cones. Those were just, you know, straight to pen, I think. And then some light marker. Little cat girl. A hug. Look how stiff that is. Oof, oof, oof. I think I was on a plane? Probably. Because there for a really long time. That was like my calm down. That was my calm down drawing. This is meant to be a character of mine. Her name is Apple. Oof, that is like messed up. My love for drawing horns has gone on for a super long time. Deep into my childhood as well. I'm not really a child here. Well, debatable, depends on who you're asking. So you don't see it because I don't practice in sketchbooks quite the way that I practice on loose paper, especially back then. This is supposed to be my character at, you know, like different ages, but ooh, wonky faces. This is a fish that I saw at one point. I was just messing around, drawing the face in different styles and mushing it. I constantly try to draw this pose on everything in everything. And then these, it's super pink. You can't even see how bad it is on camera. It's pink. It's dynamite pink. Because I was drawing in the dark. Oh, this is an Inktober that I did. So this is my character Kimiko. And this is Pandora's box kind of thing, because he is the demon keeper of secrets from a story. And he's obsessed with like cute good things, which is very funny to all the other demon people. I ended up going as this guy for Halloween. 1 year. Love dressing up for Halloween. If you've ever been to my Twitch, this is my like loading screen kind of, and it's something that I constantly try to redraw from a story that I would one day really like to make into a comic, but I never have gotten quite to a point where I felt I could tell a story well, especially with my crude backgrounds. Yeah, so this is Neil, and these ones are ghosts. There's something trying to get him, also from a story. This is another big ol' epic comic kind of thing. They don't wear these kinds of clothes, but this is Paige, and this is Jamie. These are all Inktober drawings, by the way. This was a failed one. This is another one of my characters, Dren, that I have drawn for many years. Right there he looks a lot more mean than he actually is. Woohoo. This is also him? This is just something that happens in the story. The lady doesn't realize that he's human until she sees pictures of him being a kid and recognizes that he's gotten older. This is 2017, by the way. I saw it. Also another character, by the way. I tried and failed to make a demon guy, and these are all the colors of the bad memories that he got that turned him into what he is. This is my character Panic. He's part of a gang, and there's something very specific about him being a rooster. Has stuff to do with Chinese astrology. Well, this was a little bit after my birthday. Is this when I went to see my friend? It is. So I was actually gone for most of these. That my character Panic, I drew that when I was in the hotel the night before I got on a plane. So the ones that you see here are ones that I did while I was there and I was really tired. This is a bag that my friend had. I liked it. This back here actually overlooked a street. It was way downhill, and then there was like a church over here. And just behind us was the bakery that we went to. Funny for my backwoods self. This one's so wonky. Ooh hoo hoo. This is a no flesh zone. Ha ha ha. So funny. More characters. We did not choose, but we are. They take from him, but he He just won't let them go. Where my sister's characters hide, and he shows up a lot too, especially throughout Inktober's. Just an alien. Mr. Advocate Psychiatry. So this is a psychiatrist for demons. That was so fun to ink. Oh, the arms! This is like a swamp gin, kind of. This is a place that we actually ate at when I was visiting my friend. This kettle and everything was here. It was super good. We had Japanese food. So I decided to put this guy in. He knows Panic. And I was like, heck yeah, dude. We went in there. Really enjoyed redrawing that. So it was such a nice place. It was super nice and accommodating. It's where we'd get bubble tea. I hadn't had bubble tea until I went and saw Friends. Definitely don't have that here. Okay, these are more characters that I've had for a super long time. This guy does not talk a lot. This guy talks a lot, and people got really mad at him. This is ink, not a bruise. Got super mad at him and cursed him. So he's a scarecrow. It's funny. This guy's dog's constantly trying to get him. Tried drawing a cool warrior lady, but that body though. This is Apple again. I always draw her in cupcake stuff. I don't know why. She has a lot of issues. Another character. Obsessed with dogs. This is his eviction notice. Oh look, it's Hyde. So funny. He's a ghost that's constantly following him around, and he's a murderer. Also one of my sister's characters. You've probably seen her in the other ones if you've watched any of the Inktober's sketchbook tours. I love her. This is a Minotaur man trying to take care of a little bunny. Every time I see this one, I want to sing the Candyman can. This is another character. I know I have a lot, and I do actually constantly write on their stories when I have the time. Usually if I can't sleep. And he shows what he is, and I was trying to get his face down. And then I decided to draw some cartoony characters. Her eyes. Oh, it's off. You ever have that friend that's like super affectionate or something, and you're just not? This. Oh, I was trying to draw more scenes. 2018. Really like this one. Just an event trying to get this little thing that's pulling a teddy bear away. These are some characters again. This one's kind of a weird homunculus kind of thing. And this guy finds him. A tower. I've got a lot of like friendship stories, so yeah. He ends up going blind, I believe. I think this one. Mr. Spikes over here. I would constantly not draw people's shirts because I was always trying to practice anatomy, which I clearly did not always do properly. There's a tiny cow on his head. I don't know why. Oh no. Practicing hands. Something I should still do much more. This is from a story as well. This is Venna. This guy, you don't really hear his name for a long time in the story. And they're not from the same universe either. But this is shifting. I didn't realize how close this was, but this was like an expression, like a formal thing, because they spoke a lot with their hands, and I don't realize how close that was to the sign language for thank you. Tried to do buildings. I think I watched a video and saw someone do it and it was really nice and I wanted to try, but I'm just not good at buildings. Still practicing though. This is Benna. This is when he hurts his leg. I've shown him before. He's always with a beastie guy. Takes care of him. Surrogate dad and all that jazz. I drew this and I remember watching Merlin on Netflix with my younger brother. I'd already seen it like 3 times before then. More colored ink. Whoa, this looks like my sister. Kind of. I think my sister asked me, not this one, one of my other sisters. I have 3 sisters. 3 older sisters. 1 older brother, 2 younger brothers. One of my sisters who has a little boy, my nephew, asked me to draw him, and I wanted to cartoon it, so I was practicing. One of the rare times. I tried drawing Hal. I think I've tried since then, if I remember correctly. This is Ginkgo from Mushishi. Love that show. Pencil rub so bad. This looks like it is. Okay. It's Nyanko Sensei from Natsume Yujincho, which I recommend. It's Natsume in the Book of Friends. I think I always put a bunch of hotel stuff in between. It helps a bit with the rubbing, but it's not perfect. Whew. eyes are watering from like fighting and sneezing. Bleh. That's like almost a perfect expression for that. Hey. Another one of my characters. Definitely seen him a lot. This is Fagin. A random foot. I really like drawing legs. Have some space on this side. I liked his wings. And yeah, from our first comic, very early drawings of her. Oh, gosh, this was like forever ago. I was in Disney. There was this guy who sat down beside us. We were chilling in the cool air, getting some waters, and he had his baby in the stroller near us, and it was dressed in a super adorable outfit, and I'm like, heck yeah, dude, forest baby. So I drew some of the greenery that was behind us. Well, I tried. And just someone who was sitting somewhere. I saw him for a second. I always end up drawing in lines and stuff because I get really anxious. And it helps. I drew this at a restaurant there, same day. And this nice waitress lady said that I had a very Japanese drawing style, which I get told sometimes, but I've also been told a lot that I draw like a Russian person, which I also don't believe. Oh, just in the line too. It's terrible, and the sun was like full on the paper. And these ones. I like these ones. Don't let your kids get around Marco. I was also drawing this on a line. I think it was for the Buzz Lightyear ride, where you just shoot stuff. It took forever. My little brother really wanted to write it. This is also a character. I think his name's Waco. I drew a hippo, but not while looking at a hippo, so, you know. That. Trying to draw a dog, which, oof. Let me just say oof. These are watercolor and just pencil drawings. I really like watercolor in these sketchbooks. I know that they're like kind of faded. They're so nice. The paper just feels nice when you put it on. These are from Venna's story. You can't see, but there's like more purple variation in here. Yeah, so I did the front door and stuff, which try it anyway. A little crooked. This one here is like, ooh, that doesn't look very good. Oh yeah, he can't talk properly, so yeah. Facts, I guess. This is where one of my cousins, I think, or maybe my nephew, got peppermint on there, which is fine. Those never turned out well. I was practicing, but oh, they always left me super disappointed. I think I just pushed myself a little too hard. Turtle. Okay. That was supposed to be Dena as well. That clock tower romance, I tell you what. Ow. I don't know if someone's watching me or if we were sitting in a restaurant or something, but I get that vague feeling when I'm looking at that page. You know what? Yes. You know where we were? We were at a Denny's. I'm almost positive we were at a Denny's. We were. I remember. The lady who served us had a piercing above her teeth. Gotta remember that there's a lot of time usually between these. I mean, I drew more than one page at a time, and then a lot of time had passed because I had a lot of sketchbook anxiety. Okay, that is actually extremely highlighter pink, and it's disappointing that you cannot see how pink that is. It's so pink. This is when I was in England. This is my first time out of the country, and my sister's boyfriend gave me a really pink highlighter. And you've seen it in other sketchbooks, I'm almost positive. Sitting in the house and drawing. Barely got up, really tired. Not from jet lag or anything, but just from being tired. I just take the whole notepads and draw. And sometimes my sister carries them for me in her purse. I don't take any drawing bags, so I can draw when we go places. Guess I should put that back between there. I draw this guy sometimes. Another character. I think he's in my big sketchbook that's the same brand as this. Same paper and all that. I was trying to do more watercolor. Oh, Grog. I drew Grog. I have a bigger one of like a portrait in my big sketchbook as well. I put in to try to win a Cintiq 16. I didn't win, spoiler alert. You're not my Aunt Fanny. A lizard guy. Wish that green would come out a bit more vibrant. It's a nice murky green. More highlighter. Sorry for bumping that. Old gentle hick man. Camping. This is like around when we first got our doggy. Little Tucker. He's a corgi healer cross. It's very fluffy and big now. And bossy. Very bossy. Sucker trees. Painted a little. Because I like hiking around a lot and then I got bored. Can't you see them too? Hey look, bunny people. That's horrible. Yeah, it is. Okay, so that's like gouache. I had Reeves gouache, and it wasn't good, guys. No matter what I did, and then I got a different kind of gouache and realized it wasn't my fault. I felt much better. Oh, this guy you see a lot. That's Vire. That was just from memory from the camping trip a while later. This is gonna be wonky. As I get towards the end, you can see this is a spaceship. Why that guy has like such feminine hips. But you know, that's not my business. Gotta love pencil and ink wash on this paper. It's so nice. Oh, look at that. November 26, 2019. What trees? Me again trying to do gouache. Upset. My sister's asked me something about plants and stuff. And then something about perspective. I'm not that great at perspective, but I try. She was asking me about like drawing 3D objects that are curved. So I was doing my best to show her. Watercolor. Oh god, this page is so bright. My eyes. Okay, May 16, 2020. This is me just like, I have to finish this. His little buddy got hurt and he puts it back together. These are all just straight to pen and then adding some of that really bright pink highlighter. Guns I made up. Beaver print, we just stayed blue. It'd be a little hard to see. She's a lamb. Last page, so this is January 1st, 2021. I finished a lot of sketchbooks this day, that evening, because it was just time. So many of them were so old, and I'm like, no, I need to move on. So this is Piccadilly, 240 page sketchbook. I like them. I have a giant one. Where's my giant one? It's over here. Nobody panic. This is it. This one is also pretty old. I'll show you guys. Where's my dragon? It's a big dragon. Skeleton dragon. This is really hard to show. My desk is so small. Anyway, This is also super good. This is my knot picture I did. One of the pictures I did for that. Just because I mentioned them, just gonna share them really quick. Watercolor. There's that guy again. Where did I draw Grog? There he is. This is Grog's not so hot on the numbers. Critical roll. Alright. They do come in very large books as well. I have another small one. And I have not drawn in it at all. So yeah. Thank you so much for watching. I'm so sorry that it's such a long video. Very thick sketchbook and many years of drawing in it. So thank you so much if you made it all the way to the end, and even if you just watched part of the beginning and caught up later on. So you have a good day or night, and I'll make another video for you some other time. Bye.